So hi guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to this September channel update. Now first of all I do apologise, because of my work I'm actually filming this on the 19th of August. Tomorrow I leave for London for 3 weeks, which means that I've actually been in London for 2 weeks by the time you see this. I'm getting it filmed now so that I can get it done in time. So as you are watching this, assuming you're watching this as it's released, I'm actually driving a number 25 bus in London. I shall be passing St Paul's Cathedral on that side, unless I'm coming back the other way. There'll be the bank, there'll be the Thames Link. It's a nice route that I do actually. Right, so what are we up to? So I've obviously brought my channel back to life in the last few weeks. I started off with the Eddie Stobart issue 58. That got some really nice comments, and yeah, I'm really enjoying that build. Lovely build. The Eddie Stobart has been filmed all the way up to 98. I did a big catch up on that. There's two reasons why I've filmed so far in advance. One is to get it all done, and secondly to see what I'm capable of doing. I've had, when I came back from London, I've just done 3 weeks working in Scotland. Now, when I work in Scotland, it's normal work 5 days a week, get 2 days off. So I only really get 2 days when I can film. So you have to excuse me, I've got my notes on my screen, I've got notes on here, and I've got a little kitten on my lap. Little Spirit, she's just having a little moment with me, which is nice, because she's normally a mental head case. She was in my bad books this morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, Shadow sleeping on me. She decides to leap on Shadow. Shadow gets scared out of his wits. He leaps off, hurts my chest where he pushes off. Anyway, so yeah, the Eddie Stobart's been filmed. I'm up to date on that, obviously not on the videos. I will be putting out two issues a week. There is couple of issues coming up at the end of September. I can't remember just from the issue numbers what we did, but 73, 74 have been filmed on their own, so I assume they're bigger issues, and I'll just play it by ear. By the time we get to November I'll be 16 issues behind. That will always be at least 4 weeks behind, because obviously I get monthly packs. The following week I started the Infinity Gauntlet. Now the problem with the Gauntlet was I didn't realise until I actually published the videos that the microphone was wrong. So it's very quiet. So you just have to please bear with me until issue 11. Now for some reason most of these have been filmed one stage per week, until we get to 12, which is a triple, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16 are together. So I'm about 10 weeks behind on that. That will catch up. Again, I'll probably be about 5 issues behind. Then last week, which is next week for me, the fire truck returns. Now, because I'd fallen so far behind on the fire truck, that fire truck is now actually fully built. That will take us all the way to November, and I have got planned for you an extra video on the end where I'll be showing off the model. Spoiler alert, it's fantastic. It's got its little problems, but yeah, it's a really good one. And then this week, Tuesday just gone, I've started a new project, Warhammer. A long time ago, before I did YouTube, I was quite big into figure painting, and I've seen the Warhammer magazines come along. This is the third, I think it's the third one, Warhammer Sigma Stormbringer, and I just thought, yeah, I'd like to pick that up again. So I've attempted, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the only one who does this. but I actually look at the magazine and I build and I paint all in one episode. Now it is a big task to do. Obviously I have to edit the videos. Now a bit of a spoiler, issue 1 and issue 2 you don't get any paints, so all you can do is build. So you know, they're a little bit, here's some grey models, and then what tends to happen is from issue 3 they give you paints but no models. So what you then do is you go back and you paint the figures from issue 1 and 2, and then the next week, issue 4, you get models which you then build and paint, and then somewhere along the lines you get more paints, so then you have to go back and paint your entire collection. So for example, you might just get a red will be coming at some point, so you go back to the issue, the figures that come in issue 1, and you paint just the shields. So over the course of the series the models get fully painted, but you just paint a little bit each week. Now I had a little bit of a stop-start with it, a few problems. I think it was some issues coming up. I picked 2 issues to try and do 2 issues. One was here's some paint, and another one was here's some models, and I really got in a muddle with painting and building. So the format is going to be, if the next 2 issues contain models, then I will build and paint 2 sets of models. And to be honest with you, it's slightly easier when you do 2 lots, because obviously some of the colours you're using on both. But if one or the other contains paints, then I'm only doing the paint in the 1 issue. So that I will be trying to do 2 issues at a time. Now I did actually start, I seem to have started the actual collection late, because this week should be issue 28 and I only actually have 18 issues, so I must be a little bit late on it, but that's not quite so time sensitive anyway. So that is 4 days worth of buildings. Now the next thing to do is to bring my scale models back, and I will be bringing back my mosquito, which I've already started. Now the problem I have is that my 10-week cycle goes 3 weeks in London, 3 weeks in 1 week holiday, 3 weeks London, 3 weeks Kilmarnock. I can't do an awful lot when I'm in London. I think I can do something, so I'll get to that in a minute. So when I'm on holiday I can do 6 days worth of building, assuming I'm not doing anything else. The 3 weeks that I have in Kilmarnock, I can do 6 days worth of building over the course of the 3 weeks, plus if I get any times in the evening. So what I'm looking at doing is maybe try to build 2 or 3 projects on the go at once, so that once I've got 10 videos I can then push 10 videos out. That then gives me 10 weeks to get the next lot. I'm also looking at bringing some 1:72 scale models, because they tend to be smaller builds, and then I can just hold those back, and if I'm having problems with whatever, then I can just chuck a couple of 1:72s in just to buy me a little bit more time. So the main experiment that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take some little starter kits with me to London, not for the purposes of making a video, but I'm going to try to make a video, and then hopefully what will happen, I've got a little camcorder, I'll try and film with the camcorder, and then I'll bring all of that footage home, and then I'll make some videos from it, and we'll see if I can do that. If that works, that's really going to help, because then what I can do is when I go to London I can take models with me and I can build just the sub-assemblies. I can't build the whole model. You imagine, like for example, the Lancaster 1:48 scale. If I assemble that, I've got to bring a model this big, 500 miles. But what I can do is build the cockpit, build the wheels, build the wings but not attach them, wrap them all up in tissue, pop them in my suitcase. They should survive. So I think that idea will work. So hopefully we'll have some scale models on the channel soon. What I also plan to do is to get you guys to decide what I'm doing next. Now I've already decided what I'm doing after the Mosquito, and actually I've decided the next 3. But what I'll be doing once we get into the swing of this, I already know I'm working on something, and then I know what I'm working on next. And then what I'll do is I'll give you a selection of 5 kits, and then I'll say to you, which one do you want? We'll do a little vote on it, and whichever one wins the vote gets next in line. And then the one that comes first, the one that comes last gets removed from the poll, and then we'll add 2 more kits, and we'll do that every time I do a build. But what I've got lined up for you is obviously the Mosquito will come back, the Sea Harrier will come next, because I've promised someone that I will build that next. What I thought I would do after that, I'm not sure if I've got the box with me. I haven't. But the C2 Greyhound, I was torn between the E2 Hawkeye and the C2 Greyhound. The Hawkeye, I know how to build that because I've seen lots of YouTube videos. So obviously that helps me. I haven't found anything on the C2 Greyhound. So obviously part of the appeal of that is that I may be one of the first people to put it onto YouTube, but then I've got no reference material. But that I will be doing. I will do the Hawkeye one day. And then after the Greyhound, I really must do, and I'm sure I've got the box for this. I have not. Because I'm sorting my house out, I've got some boxes in one area storage, and I've got some under my shelf. But I'm definitely going to be doing the Chipmunk. It's a plane that I've flown when I was in cadets, so I really want to do that, so I will be getting on with that. I'm also going to be working on, you won't see this on YouTube, but I'm working on the OV-10A Bronco. The reason I'm going to be doing that is I've actually got 2 of them. One of the people I buy kits from, well, I bought the OV-10A Bronco when it first came out. I was just desperate for it. It looked really, really good. But there's a guy called, I forgot his name, Matt. He runs a company called Tomcat Discount Kits. One of the things that he does mystery boxes. And I tried out his smallest mystery box. And in the mystery box came the Airfix Mustang. Now, I've already got a Mustang. Have I got it with me? No, I haven't. So I've already got the Edward Mustang, which I'm quite scared of because I'm a little bit scared of bare metal surfaces. So obviously when I got this Airfix Mustang, I'm like, oh brilliant, it gives me something to practice on. But he also gave me the ICM forward base, which comes with a, is it the Apache? Not the Apache. I've forgotten what it is now. Let me quickly Google it. ICM forward base 48 scale. It's 2 kits in one anyway. It comes with the Cobra, the AH-1G, and the Bronco OV-10A. It also comes with some figures. And the Bronco is the exact same one that I've got. So I'm just going to be playing around with that. But that's going to be something I can take to London with me to see if I can do the sub-assemblies. And I've also taken 3... You've seen them on my channel, on the channel update. I bought some starter kits. So I took those and I thought I'll try and make a little fun video out of it. So yeah, so that's what I've got in the pipeline there. I'm going to be looking at getting some nice 1:72 scale kits. But what I might do with the 1:72 scale kits, I might use Tomcatters, and I'll just say, look, give me a 1:72 scale mystery box, and I'll let him decide what I'm doing. So yeah, that's that. The next thing is, what do you guys think to me doing? This is an out-and-out copy. Is a lovely channel called Gary Stuff, is it? And on Monday he does news of the week, and I think it's a wonderful idea. And I found a site, Scalemates, and I'd like to do a little video, maybe once a week, just of little things that I found, things that are coming, pre-releases, new kits that have come out, hot kits, pre-releases. I could perhaps do that on a Friday night, possibly. And the last thing is some part works. I'm kind of debating whether to pick up another part work. We've got 2 or 3 part works that interest me. The first one is the Millennium Falcon, and I've mentioned this before, and I was thinking about doing it. I've already built it, but I lost it through financial reasons. So I thought it'd be nice to do it again because I know it's a good model. However, MJR Hobbies are doing the Millennium Falcon Polar Lights. I think he's trying to shift some old stock, but he's got it very, very cheap. So I thought, well, rather than do the Millennium Falcon part work, I might save myself a bit of money and do the scale model kit, and perhaps do that as though I'm doing a part work. I really want to do a ship one day. So I was looking at Agora's Bismarck, or Harchette's Bismarck. Really not sure about that. I've got, as you can see the box behind me, I've got the Tirpitz, and there's some other ships that I want to look at. But I did try a little ship once, and it was really, really hard. I don't think I've quite got the skill set for it, so I need to sort of back off, do something a little bit simpler, and just build the skills up. So I'm not sure about the Bismarck or the Titanic. But one part work that I am kind of got my eye on, and I can't find the website, is Agora's DB5. If I pre-order that now, it's not actually coming out until, can't remember the date, October 23. So yeah, if I brought that out sort of maybe the end of October, I'll have a look. I'll have a little think about it. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, the other one, the other part work that I've spoken to so many people about this. I do apologise. I'm going to have a quick light up. The Lancaster. Now, I'm not sure what scale it's going to be, but Harchette are going to be bringing out a Lancaster. It looks like it's imminent. It looks or sounds to me like it's coming out. I've decided I'm not going to do it for the main reason. There is actually a scale model kit, 1:32 scale, I think it is. It's obviously going to be a little bit smaller than the Harchette one, but I think it's going to be so much nicer. And I thought about doing the Border Models one. Is it Border Models who bring out the 1:32 scale? But yeah, I thought I'd do that, and I thought I'll just do small section at a time. The challenge being, can you do something? And we'll just look at it. We'll see what we can do with it. Maybe I can do some modifications to it. Maybe I can't. And I'll see what I can do with it. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not going to do the part work version. Do I really need to when I know how to do scale models? So I return on the 10th of September, and that's my week's holiday. So maybe look forward to some stuff coming out, some little experimental videos. As I say, these Airfix starter kits, you can whip. You know, if you had a couple of days off, you can whip them out. Obviously, I get days off in London, and it's go out and spend money or sit in my hotel room and do something. So we'll have a little play. It won't be a fantastic model, but it's more the process. One other thing, I'm on the early stages of doing this, but I'm thinking about doing another charity stream. What I'm looking at doing is doing a building challenge. I want to get together a few builders, and we set ourselves a little challenge, and then we'll do like a 2 or 3 hour stream, and then hopefully you guys can throw some money at us, and then we'll make loads of money, and then we'll donate it to a worthy cause, you know, Help for Heroes or Models for Heroes or something like that, or some other charity. So that's something that I'm looking at doing, but that will probably come at the end of November or possibly early next year, but that's all I'm going to give you at the moment. So guys, that's the end of my update. So happy September, everybody. Hope you have a good one. Hope summer's holding up. Here it's a little bit hit and miss. We get like a really nice day and then it goes cold. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the videos that have been coming out. As I say, the Warhammer's a little bit slow at the moment because it's the very start of the part work. But you know yourselves, guys, a lot of these part works, they don't do an awful lot in the first few issues, apart from the Infinity Gauntlet. It does a hell of a lot in the first issue, first couple of issues. But yeah. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get Spirit to say hello to you as well. Bye bye. Bye bye. She's in a really cuddly mood today. Sometimes she's just in a evil mood. I got her the other day. I heard her screaming. She was playing with Shadow, and Shadow was pinning her down, and she was like, real help, this is too much, kind of a scream. And I kind of rescued her, and she just bit my arm. So she was obviously playful. And then she did it again early hours of this morning, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave her. And Shadow got caught out because she's like screaming like, oh, this is too much, leave me alone. So he stopped. She took a couple of steps back and then just pounced on him. So I think she's a little crafty little bugger, aren't you? But she's enjoying, very rarely for cats, she's enjoying having her belly rubbed, which is something you don't often get with cats, is it? Anyway, guys, so that's the end of my channel update. Like I say, hope you have a good September, and I will see, well, I'll be releasing videos throughout the month. The next update video, which will be October, I will actually be in London again. So I'll have to make another, well, we'll see. I'm looking at actually getting a new PC. I run on a PC at home, and I run on a Mac at work. I have a little laptop. I'm really not getting on with Macs. I'm sorry if you guys run Macs and you love them. I just can't seem to get on with them, and this Mac I've got is really low spec. So I'm looking at getting a laptop, and then once I get a laptop I can probably do most of the stuff I do at home. So yeah, that'll help things. Let's see what I'm doing in November. November I'm in London. December I'm in London. Although Christmas week I am back in Scotland working. Would it be nice to be on holiday in Scotland at Christmas? And then January I am actually in Scotland, so I won't actually do another update video on the day until the end of the year. which isn't that far away. Right, guys, so that's it. I'm out. Let's do me in outro, should I? Do that. No, we'll just leave it there. Right, guys, so my apologies for not doing a proper intro and an outro. But take care. Have a good month.